I ran into a very angry Halo player last night. Despite me playing pretty well, I ended this match by being called a fat loser slob with a lot of other expletives put in there, and this person blaming me for this loss. So I wanted to break it down and take a look at my perspective and G Baby Ya Dig's perspective, and kind of show you why you should not be being extremely toxic on the mic in matchmaking when you're not playing very well. So let's talk about the start of this match here, because we do go up 1-0 before losing 3-1 in CTF pit. So keep in mind with theater here on Halo Infinite, the reticle placement isn't what actually is happening in game. So the shots are going to look a little funky. So right off the bat, I get the close spawn to the sniper and I grab it. And I noticed, hey, no one's picking up their sniper. So I'm going straight for overshield, right? I know I have that lane. I missed the no scope here. I know my teammate was getting it. So I'm staying alive. That's it. Just staying alive, turned around to help him. I saw they had the rockets. He shot one. I knew I could get that shot off. Easy shot, right? So now I'm thinking their sniper is still there in tower. They're probably going to be spawning there and going for it. So I'm looking that way to contest it. And sure enough, that is what's happening. I saw him pick the sniper up and I missed that no scope, okay? So once I missed it, that's fine. I'm gonna make sure my back is to cover here where he can't see me. And I saw them pushing toward long call. This is a good vantage point. I'm gonna take it and we're gonna get some kills here. Boom, boom, cleared him out. Now I'm turning to look at this guy after hitting those two shots. And it's like, all right, it's a bit of an ego challenge. I'm feeling it. But even if I die here, I know that my teammates are going to have long call and be able to push up and apply some pressure here. So I'm just more confident that I can do something with this person that picked up the sniper as my teammates on long haul push up. So he's still there. I see him coming out. He's no shield. We're swapping. I see my teammate coming to push him here, and I'm saying, hey, he's in snipe tower. So I'm taking the time to reload. I should have had my bandit up there and just looked, because he was either going to come out here or here, and my teammate would have got killed. So I misplayed that. But we got the kill, and now, you know, hey, we've got snipe tower. We've got long haul control because I picked those two off. We know they're going to be spawning in flag or shotgun hallway. So here I'm looking to either take shots at this angle coming out of flag, the jump up here, or if somebody's coming out here as he's one pushing up. And it looks like my teammate that ends up raging on me here has died behind the play somehow. So here, and I'm exactly right. There's one coming up. Got the kill there. I'm repositioning because I saw he's one die to that 2-on-1. So I'm going to reposition now, cut off that angle where he can't see me, and then still look under bridge. And if this player does hop up on plat, I'll be able to get shots on him, right? So I'm looking there to make sure. I see him fall off. I'm not going to challenge that because I saw his teammate here. I'm looking to get to cover and change my attention to this guy that I was predicting under bridge. All right, just getting my shield back. Now teammates coming up to help this guy after I called him out, got a shot in, he's dead. I see the other one jumping across. We get the assist on him. Now I'm turning back attention here. We should have control of long haul again. My priority is these spawners now, right? So if I'm positioned here, we're positioned closer to the spawners on hallway. I know they're going to be spawning here. So that's what I do, right? I focus attention there, pick up another assist. I see the guy coming out toward shotgun. I put shots on him, get the kill, right? So now I know G Baby Ya Dig, dying again on this side. So that means these spawns are open because flag is going to start running it here, and I have my other teammate towards snipe tower. The likely spawn location is going to be flag and long haul. So I'm turning to look here. That was the one he was fighting for a minute ago, so I have to turn and kill him. But as I said, that was where they spawned, and they ran out this way. So a common thing to do is to try to overextend through the side of the map you're not on to meet the flag runner. So here my objective is to back up, make sure I help my teammate on snipe tower so he stays alive so he can touch the flag. And that's exactly what we do. Get him there. Spawners are still occurring over here, right? Because I know he's here on snipe tower. I'm here on training plat, and we have another guy on rocket hall. They're still spawning flag and shotgun tunnel, right? So my goal here is just to put shots down, delay them from coming out and pushing the flag carrier from behind, and stay alive as long as possible. So you see, there's no need for me to challenge that. Flag is already across midfield. He's crossed bridge here. He's on our side of the map now. I'm backing up and just going to put damage down as much as I can. I'm going to end up living here, using that as cover. I'm challenging because I saw his shield flashing. Well, I know there's 2 more here. We have team help. You know, I'm calling it out, putting shots down, making sure my teammate can push up. And look, that's like 3, 4 dead. We just capped the flag. We can turn around and make a play on this, right? Like, we started that match off very strong. We didn't die yet. We didn't die. We were the catalyst and cornerstone for that flag run. Now, after this is where things get a little hairy, right? So now we have position. I'm moving across to this side of the map. G-Baby a dig pushes up too aggressively there. And look, he pushed up toward the under bridge on flag and snipe tower, leaving this completely open, right? And they just spawn on him. That's the most likely place on the spawn because everybody else is on the other side of the map. He just like rogue pushed that. Works out fine if you get kills, but you know, nobody's gonna be able to turn around and help. Like, look at our positioning. We were all here and he just like runs up in there and you're gonna die. So the goal here now is just to hold steady and try to make sure that we are going to get a kill or 2. Looking for team shots at the same time, right? I know there are 2 that side, didn't get in cover quick enough, I die, right? So now we're on the back foot. We lost control on that side of the map. We have to clear them out on our side to do something with it. So overshield comes up, right? I see he's 1 die, so I know someone's going to be there. I try to get shots on him. It doesn't work. Putting as much damage down as I can, sneaking back this direction to hopefully shoot him in the back, right? I see the flag pull. So now I have, when your flag is pulled, you can, you know, you don't just have to chase behind the flag. Take position on the map to where you can put shots across the map and contest it. You don't have to just run straight at the flag, right? So I'm trying to put as much damage as possible on these guys. I know I'm going to be in for a fight because there's going to be multiple here at the flag. I'm just trying to slow them down. So I have two enemies distracted here. I'm hoping my 3 other can pick off one of the 2 and come behind me and try to stop the flag. So, you know, just by that point, they were already dead, flag run over, right? So that was a good example of them just trying to trail behind the flag rather than actually, you know, coming and doing anything to stop the flag with me by trailing behind the play. So here we go again, right? 1-to-1. Where's the next mistake? We're just looking. I know teammates are on snipe side tower here. I hear the footsteps and the shots, so I know they're on the opposite side of the rocket tower. Coming through. There's one, right? I'm going to lose this gunfight, I believe. Nope, we win it. So we win that fight. Trying to stay alive now. I see them there. I know there's probably one long call, but we need help that direction towards snipe first. That's where I'm looking. He leaked out behind me. So here, I'm trying to take out this spawner and get control on this side of the map. I do damage. I back down. Trying not to die here. Another guy spawns, pushes me. So there, right, we know there's 2 here. One just died on the snipe tower. Teammate should have taken that same position I had at the first flag and shoot across here, right? If we could have picked one of those off, that would have allowed me, if I stayed alive, to move in and pull the flag, or the teammate closest to fill up and put a little more pressure on the flag, get them spawning snipe tower floor and run it long call. But that didn't happen. So now things are starting to look a little dicey, right? So we're looking across. G-Baby's gonna slide out. Like, he overcommits so hard there. I have this guy weak. He could have stayed up here behind the piece of cover, or even just come down the stairs, put a few extra shots on him without exposing himself, and we could have killed him, then turned our attention to this next guy sliding out and probably won both of those fights, right? I could have dipped down behind the stairs, poked out and shot here, but that's a bad mistake of overcommitting, and you know, it gets us both killed. I could have played that better to live myself, but we shouldn't have overcommitted that far, especially when we're not in any danger of them pulling the flag yet. So now here they are. You know, I see the guy with the sniper, so I tried to turn and put shots down here to help with the flag runner first because I know sniper didn't see me. Once they didn't get killed, my next objective is to kill the sniper. I do not see the guy behind me in snipe tower there because I'm trying to make a position for the flag. That one's on me, right? I should have seen him and dropped off bridge, got into cover a little bit, put a couple shots on him, and then the last one could have followed up and got that kill. So 2 mistakes there. One's on me, a couple on G-Baby. Here we go, looking down for the overshield. He's gonna turn around and get his face ripped. So thankfully he's already a little weak. I can grab the overshield and turn to look for rockets. We hadn't touched rockets once this map yet. So that's my objective. Hey, we need the rockets, So I'm going to come in here, grab him. Now I know they're running the flag. I'm waiting to see where he's coming, right? I saw a teammate spawn here and Juan die there. So we know if the person's going to make the best play here, he's going to be running it toward long call. So once I realize that, I turn, there he is, get the rocket kill. I'm getting shot in the back, turn, get the kill there, 2 dead. We should get this return, and we do. So when I got this kill, my teammates ideally should be coming over here to flow with me through long call and down middle, right? Maybe leave one at training, but leave snipe open. Leave snipe open. We want them trapped there to apply pressure on this side of the map. That's not what happens, right? They're going to spawn there. You know, I got the overshield. I'm going to be able to make a couple plays. I saw the other guy jumping up here, so I'm throwing the frag, getting ready to hit the plasma grenade, just on the off chance that it kills him. And guess what? It sure does. So that's a heads-up play, right? Predict what's going to happen and try to make the play. Now I know, okay, I just cleared those 2 out there. My teammates were pressuring sniper tower. I need to turn and try to cross map here. That's what I'm doing. But I know, again, since they're applying pressure over there, the most likely spawn location is going to be bottom tower here or in flag. So as I'm pushing up, I'm looking to put shots across the map on them, pinging that guy out. No one was calling out this match but me, by the way, until the end. So here's where it gets good. All right, G-Baby dies already, again, right? He's, again, overcommitting to this fight. I know they're spawning there. This is a good play to make. I'm pushing up a bit. I'm just predicting. I know one's a snipe tower. I know they're spawning there. Predicting one might be spawning here. That's exactly what happens. I'm able to kill him. I knew my teammate was fighting here. I'm helping him. I'm hoping he drops down for flag, lets me put shots on this guy on tower, right? And that's exactly what happens. I have to back up, not overcommitting. Coming through, he's dead. So look here. We just spawned on long haul side of the map, right? I know that these enemies here who are going to be spawning here are going to be trying to overcommit through snipe tower. So I'm going to hang back here and shoot them in the back as they're doing that. And hopefully my teammates will be able to pick up the ones that are weak. So here's where Mr. G Baby starts calling me a fat slob who's worthless and blah, 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 right? Keep in mind, he hadn't made a single call out all game until this. So I know, okay, sniper's coming up. I'm going to try to get some pre-nade damage. G-Baby spawns there. Keep in mind, G-Baby spawns there. People coming this direction should be weak from me, but he is going to overcommit. And we'll come back to this in a minute, right? So guess what happens? Here comes one straight out. Easy shots, right? We're going to put him weak. That should be an easy kill. That should have been an easy kill, but G-Baby overcommits here like crazy and dies, leaving this entire overextension possible. If he had just taken a position in snipe tower or back toward the jump up box toward flag, he would have been able to pick up some of these people that I had weak coming through. So now I was making the correct play. He was not. He overcommitted and just flat out died. And he finished this game negative in his damage and KD, right? So from here, I know I have 1 week. I haven't seen anybody else yet. So I know they're going to be running through tunnel. Nobody picked up snipe, right? So I'm going to grab the snipe now because I know G-Baby's dead and we're playing with a man down. I'm going to have to make a play. I have to take a risk here, right? Now it doesn't pan out for me. I missed that shot. It just went right through his legs. And then I know, okay, there he is. That means they're still overextending. I'm going to come here. You know, I'm going to miss the no scopes, try to take a couple just because I have to make the play for time, right? And this is where G-Baby starts calling me names, right? So that's what happens here. The rest of this match, right, they win the fight over here against G-Baby and then return the flag. So from here, right, there's really nothing I can do. I'm going to get blamed off here, and then they end up capping this flag, right? So let's pause this for a minute and rewind back to Mr. G-Baby. As you can see, he's had a long string of deaths here coming up into this fight, right? So let's take it back. So we'll just come back to here. We'll come back to here where he has a sniper mid-match. It's tied 1-1, right? He gets a good kill here. Nice, very well done. This is where we were trying to push up into the flag. He should be looking across the map right now, right? He should be starting to look that direction and take more of a position over here on training, or at least on the plats here to look across toward tower when I'm saying, hey, there's 2 here, there's 2 here. He failed to do that. So from here, right, we're going to push up. We're down numbers. We're down numbers. Why are we still overcommitting to this? Fall back onto our training. Fall back to our sniper. Stay alive. You know, Still overcommitting, right? Now look, we're all dead on this side of the map. He just literally saw everybody on his team die. He has a sniper rifle still with 5 shots. Fall back. And here we go. Just egoing, overcommitting, missing 2, gonna die. If he had fallen back here to snipe tower, he would have given us an anchor point for us to be able to spawn on. And this was that example here of when I said this was my fight. I was coming off spawn, putting shots on the guy in the middle, right? He already sees him. If he had any awareness, he would see me shooting at the guy down below and be listening to my call out. He misses this shot. Okay, cool. He knows there are 2 people down here. Don't overextend like this and just ego challenge, right? Like he hadn't even, he hadn't even seen that happen yet, right? So, and that's how that played out. You shouldn't overcommit. Like that was just pure ego, and but there's 3 down, and now they pull the flag. We spawn here. Everybody's dead. Right? His objective should be, this is a good play here. Go on and come trail behind a bit. Don't overextend again. But he did, right? What he should have done is just kind of hang out here for a split second or 2, let the other people spawn up, and then come in with some extra damage. He doesn't do that. So he overcommits, and now we're in that spawn cycle of, hey, we're down. We come off spawn again, you immediately die. We're never going to have full damage on the map, right? And you can just see, once that happens, you're playing even good players, your entire team is just going to get wiped. That's what happened, right? Your entire team is going to get wiped. Come off spawn, even if you have to delay a moment and you see the flag running, give it that second. So he just gets his face ripped right there. So this is where I get the overshield and the rockets. This is leading to that, last failed run on our part. He's still spawning here. He sees them get the flag. He sees them pull the flag, but we're overcommitting, right? Now he's doing nothing. He's chasing this guy. He should have not chased him and just come over here to snipe floor and knew, okay, the flag is here. I need to help put shots across, but he didn't do that. We're out here chasing kills. So luckily, this was the rocket play where I just blew that guy up in front of his face, got the flag cap. So here, right, he knows I'm pushing up this direction. He just saw them come from here. He should know they're spawning there. And to his credit, he put some shots there. I get that kill. He put some shots here. That's my remote detonation. So he helped me. That's good. He's making good plays here, right? So from here, though, is where things start to unravel. We know, okay, it's going to be snipe floor spawns. It's going to be flag spawns because we pushed up. Now we're overcommitting here, right? Why are we overcommitting here and falling on the floor? 1, we're giving up height advantage. 2, we're overcommitting to an isolated fight that is not going to play into putting damage down here, right? He gets the kill. Luckily, I look like the other guy just missed a ton, but still overcommitting. He's given up height. These guys on snipe tower, there's going to be 2 there. He's pushing into their spawn, dead. So, luckily this is me over here making those plays earlier where I'm killing him, going to kill the guy on snipe tower and open up the flag run potential. His objective off spawn here was, like I said a minute ago, he's going to spawn snipe floor, right? His objective here is to just stay alive and protect the overextension. But what do? Right off spawn, we sprint down into tunnel directly into 2 people. Like he just holds forward. It's a terrible play. It's an awful play. He should have backed up, put some damage down, even lifted up to snipe tower to get the height, have the piece of cover there, and shoot these guys. They would have died. It would have given me time to come behind and not have to take crazy risks with no scopes and just clean it up. That would have been the good team play. What's he do? Fall down, overcommit, die, and here's where he starts calling me names. Like he just turns the mic on, Arkham, you're a fat Stalob who's worthless, blah, 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 as he's making terrible plays for the entire last 2 caps, right? So he spawns here. And we know, okay, this flag is there. We didn't really need to overcommit to this. We lost this flag run at this point. Don't need to overcommit to this and go for it, right? Like, watch what he does. He knows there are people in our flag going to pull the flag, right? So what does he do? Instead of just saying, okay, let this flag go, there's 5 minutes and 41 seconds left, play our life, back up to shotgun hallway, see where the flag is running, and then make the correct play from there, he just dives down to touch it into 2. It's just like, it just smells of desperation and terrible plays. So that flag gets returned, they start running it, things cascade from that one terrible play. And he's telling me that this was my fault because I was so far behind the play and trying to get no scopes, right? So that doesn't happen. I don't need to take that risk. And then he just, of course, loses a gunfight. I don't need to take that risk if he makes the correct play, if he just stays alive, and it's not the sexy, flashy play, but he made the wrong play, and as a result of that, I get to listen to his just like screeching, foaming at the mouth tirade in the mic. So don't be this guy, right? Don't be so caught up and, intellectually bankrupt that you can't evaluate your own play and know when you're making a terrible play. And then, of course, the classic deflection of blaming others. And this guy's never going to reflect on what he did wrong. He's never going to open up theater and look at this. But yeah, he absolutely made 2 or 3 crucial incorrect plays that then cascaded to applying more pressure to me and the rest of my teammates to make up for it. Yeah, it's just not good place, not good place. So this match, this match ended with some interesting statistics. Now here was the stat line on this match, right? Let's see. I had 16 kills, 8 deaths, 6 assists. Lowest deaths on the team, highest KD ratio. G Baby You Dig, 12, 15, and 6, right? Now, to his credit, our other teammates weren't playing very well either, but he was not playing well enough to be making comments about someone else, right? Now, if we look over here, 8 max killing spree, 2, 2, 4, right? So he was clearly not staying alive very long. Average lifetime, the lowest average lifetime in the match, just because he's holding W and overcommitting, right? So, let's look at our damage numbers here, right? He hit 5 more shots than me, had a much worse accuracy, and did 600 less damage while taking 400 more damage. So yeah, he objectively did not play very well, but was still just, sending me all of the verbal abuse in the chat. So don't be like this guy. Don't be like this guy. Evaluate your play, see where you did wrong, don't blame others, take responsibility for it, try to improve.